Now, if you weren't watching fights in 2004, like I was not, then you probably have not seen this fight, which I also have not. This is Masaaki Kato versus Jean-Charles Skarbowsky. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. I can't really remember off the top of my head, but all I know is that this was the drunk Frenchman that GSP brought in to beat the piss out of his entire tough team back in The Ultimate Fighter. So I've heard a lot about him. I think I've watched maybe one or two of his fights before throughout the years, but I have not seen this one. You probably haven't seen this one because it was in 2004, but we're going to watch it right now. 68 kg, 2004, Jean versus Masaaki. Japanese kickboxing, probably K1, maybe Muay Thai. I'm not sure. I don't know what the rules are going to be. I think Skarbowsky, Jean, is a Muay Thai fighter almost exclusively. Probably competed in just straight kickboxing as well, but we're going to see a lot out of both these guys. He looks young there. He looks real young. He's fighting the champ. We get the championship fight. I didn't know this was a championship fight. Love the shorts. Flamed up. Ready for action. Tall socks, too. He's got a bit of a gut on him. And a tight chin strap. Not a guy you want to fight. My favorite glass is broken. Damn. Sad. Just looking at Masaaki here, I may have seen him fight before as well. I can't recall. We've watched a lot of fights. I know I've seen clips of Jean-Charles. I can't remember if I've actually watched the fight. But we're going to talk about it right now. Watch the whole thing from start to finish. Maybe go back and see some of the highlights. I know all the other Japanese kickboxing fights that we've watched on this channel have been fun. And this ain't going to be any different. Beautiful teep down the middle to open it up. Looks like his Japanese competitor is a bit taller, a bit lankier. Pretty thin in the midsection. Beautiful teeps with that lead leg. Good at keeping some space, but so is Jean-Charles. Heavy low kick, chopping at that leg. Both guys kind of just exchanging kicks, trying to figure out their boxing range. Neither one seems to have the upper hand with the hands yet, other than those quick jabs we just seen from John. Yeah, again, another heavy lead low kick from Jean-Charles. He's doing really well to sort of quarantine his opponent here in the corner. Managing his space and distance so we can march him forward and close that space. There's a beautiful right hand off of his low kick. Jean-Charles looks so composed. His striking is just so to the point. Like, he's got steady hands. Very clearly a Muay Thai stylist. He stands tall. Almost straight legs. High guard. Very quick legs. Not a lot of movement. But using some intelligent feinting. And it looks like Masaaki's having a lot of trouble trying to figure out the range now. He's like, how do I close the space to start landing some boxing? If you've watched a lot of Japanese kickboxers, you know they usually have great hands, right? They're very composed punchers. You can throw long with lots of power. And then mix in their kicks on top of that. Sorry. Yep. Trying to find his boxing range. He's losing in the kicking exchanges, for sure. And Jean-Charles just walking forward. Not a fear in the world. Just picking him apart. Figuring out all of his opponent's timings. Got kicked in the head, though. But he's still in it. Just fading right out of range again. He is a master of his range, honestly. He knows exactly the space that he needs to keep to not get hit and to land everything that he wants to land. Not that he's necessarily small for this weight class at all. He doesn't look that much smaller, but he's kind of dominating the mid-range here. Oh, beautifully timed teep. Took him right off the legs. I think this just might be straight kickboxing. We haven't seen really any clinch work yet. For more than a moment of just being tied up. Oh! Oh my god, that took my breath away. That elbow? Can you believe that timing? Holy shit. That was maybe the best timing that we've seen for an elbow this entire channel. The way that he read his opponent just closing the distance for a moment and walked him into that elbow. Holy shit. What a way to end the round. That was fun. Damn, I was having some fun watching that fight, and now that knockdown, that was beautiful. And exactly everything I was talking about with his understanding of range. Like, he knew the range. He hasn't really thrown an elbow that entire round. How many elbows did he throw? I was even questioning if it was Muay Thai or if it was kickboxing. And then suddenly, just as his opponent gets into that range to land an elbow, he's injured. He broke his nose. It's done. It's done. His face is shattered from that elbow. Oh my god, he's rocked. He doesn't even know his mouth guard's not in. They should call it. Throw the towel in. Throw the towel in. You're done. Again, Jean-Charles just maintaining enough distance, right, to land what he wants to land. Yeah, good boxing. Keeping space from his aggressive opponent, but just keeping close enough to land everything he wants to land. Wow, he's a... Oh, again, that elbow he just snuck in. See, the Japanese fighter, Masaki's getting really chaotic. Oh! That's how you sweep in Muay Thai. Way to eat the mat. Masaki's injured, though. Masaki's injured. It was Masaaki, right? Okay, thank God. I've been saying that the whole time with so much confidence. Is he smiling or is he grimacing in pain? Oh, that elbow just totally closed up that eye. I can't wait to watch that in slow motion. We're going to be watching that in slow motion. Oh, teep to the grill. Dude, his face is fucked up. You're done. You're done. The fight's over. Don't go back in. Oh my god. He's about to get blasted this round. Sit down. Look at the range. Using the frame. Teep to the face again. Alright. Feinting the teep to set up the boxing. Landing everything he wants to win. Fade. Low kick. More boxing. Man. Beautiful. Frame to angle. Yep. That's it with this guy. His ability to understand range, his timing is just off the charts. Like, so many good fight skills that an intelligent fighter would have. Very calm, very composed, good use of framing on an aggressive opponent who's really trying to make up for, oh my god, that front kick to the face again. His face is just injured. Right, I don't think it's really rocking him that bad, but it just looks like he's in pain every time he got hit in the face after that first elbow. Are we going to get a replay? Maybe. We might get some clips of Jean-Charles talking. Jean-Charles Skarbowsky. Wow.
That was very good heart, even with one eye, is still dangerous.
Yep.
I received a good high kick. And I'm really happy to win, and I'm happy to show the
That's a trophy.
Japanese public that to show him like Muay Thai, and I'm back. I'm back, and I hope for a long time.
He is back.
Thank you, Japanese people, because they really respect boxer. I never see in any country organizer they respect.
I feel like we gotta show him respect and listen.
For us. And well, I like this. Very nice. I want to thank Mr. Suzuki.
Okay. Yeah. He's a very gracious and thoughtful guy, but we gotta watch that elbow. Because that elbow was ridiculous. I don't know if I've ever been so caught off guard by a strike landing in fighting. Because that was just like picture perfect. There it is. Looks like he did try an elbow right beforehand. Jab, just missing the hook. Jab cross. Right. Oh my God. He's in pain. That looks so painful. And it was that eye. He injured the eye with the elbow. He must have. Let's watch that back in slow-mo because the timing is just like, it's going to give me a wet dream this evening. I swear to God. That's how you elbow somebody in the head. All right, setting it up with all the boxing. And I swear he wasn't really throwing that many elbows beforehand. Just that one. Timed it so well. All right, feint. Plants his leg. His opponent is starting to lean forward. Right, he uses just a subtle frame to almost hold his opponent's head in place for a moment and drills him with that elbow across the jaw. And, you know, it wasn't like a lot of shoulder. And well, actually, you know what? Yeah, look at the way he's turning his body into that strike. Like, that's how you hurt somebody with a punch, with an elbow, with anything. Boom. Nice snappy little jab. 1-2. Again, using some good framing. Keeping a space from the champ. And the timing on this. Could I say that enough? Feint. Reads it, pulling in. Boom. Just sat down, leaned back just a hair. Boom. Right to the face. Right to the jaw. And look at the way he goes down, too. Like, not a clue at what just happened. Just in frog pose. Mouth guard hanging out of his mouth. Thinking, do I want to keep doing this? Is this somewhere I want to be right now? Like, he's doing that, like, knocked out guy breathing that they do. Man. What a way to go down. But kudos to Masaaki for getting back up again, because I don't know if a lot of other guys would. All right, they're clinched up, messing around in it a bit. Jean has some good control. Kind of controlling his opponent. Not doing too much with it. And look at that beautiful sweep. All right. He steps back, pulling his opponent through so he ends up in front of him. Let's watch that again. Stepping back, pulling Masaaki through so he gets in front of him. And now, I don't really know what Masaaki was trying to do with that right knee. He's way out of position to try to land it, and Jean-Charles is almost behind him at this point. Boom. Or he was starting to feel himself go in that moment. But the way Jean is pulling on his head, using that leg on the outside to elevate, wow, what a hard slam. You don't see a lot of sweeps in Muay Thai go down that hard where you're elevated and your back just slams on the mat. That's no fun. I want to see one of these teeps to the grill, though. A couple times he just hit that front kick right to the face, about as clean as it could have ever landed. What a beautiful fight from Jean-Charles. It was fun to watch. It was exciting. Had a lot of good skills. He was against a good opponent, too. It wasn't an easy fight, or it wouldn't be for most people. Boom, front. Oh, you can see the pain in his face when he gets hit with that. Right? It's not a push kick. That is a snap kick right to the face. Youch. Man, nothing more insulting than getting hit with a front kick like that. And he hit him with another one too, I think. If I was his corner, I would have been thrown in the towel, I think, after that first elbow. You are so hurt. Maybe he came to the corner and seemed pretty composed, but it seemed like everything that touched this guy's face just put him in pain. Like he's like wincing and pushing himself away and looks scared. Not a way that you really want to be fighting. But, hey, kudos to him. He stayed in it. He lost his championship, but honestly, to a fighter that, you know, I would respect in giving it to. That beautiful fade away and then countering with his own low kick. Just so Thai style. Leaning back. And again, just a great understanding of range. Using frames to keep space. He goes close when he wants to be close. He fights in the mid-range when he wants to be in the mid-range. He keeps that space when he's got to keep that space. That's how you know he's a good fighter. He's got some good skills. Fights smart. Little drop of the right hand there when he's throwing that jab. All right. There's still opportunities to beat him. It's not like he's... Yeah, that's something that we watched earlier, and I couldn't even conceptualize it when we were watching it live. But he used to frame, and as he was framing, he shifted out as he throws his power right hand. So let's watch that again. All right. Frames, right hand. It looked like he was thinking about throwing a kick, and then sort of diverted that energy into angling out and landing that power right hand, another low kick. Look how close, right, Masaki's counter right hand is off that. It's like just glancing off of Jean-Charles' nose. And just nicking him with that high kick. Imagine if it landed clean and knocked him out. I would have been eating my words with everything I said in this fight. But, I don't know. Jean-Charles, to me, fought a perfect fight. Like, the finish wasn't that exciting, but he just weathered his opponent to a point where it just made sense. Like, get out of there. You're done, buddy. Go get KO'd another day. Yeah, just outside of it. Some beautiful head movement. There it is. All right, just to the outside. Again, that front kick to the face. Just really looked like it hurt. It hurt him. Okay, well, hey, that was fun as anything. Man, we're going to watch some more Jean-Charles Skarbowsky. Masaaki Kato, I think he might have some good stuff too. We might come back to him. But Jean-Charles, 100%, he's going to be on the radar for fights we're watching in the future. Yeah, like the video, subscribe, all that jazz. See ya!